I built this custom build and extra advanced snow speeder with 2 of these LEGO Star Wars 75320 Snow Trooper Battle Packs. So let's begin. In order to build this, you guys will need 2 of the LEGO Star Wars 75320 Snow Trooper Battle Packs. So I'm just warning you guys, you need, again, to pick up 2 of these in order to build it. But anything more than that is unnecessary, and yeah, let's begin. Starting off, we have a total of 8 minifigures in this set, 2 which have to be the Scout Troopers that go on the advanced speeder. And we have 6 Hoth Troopers in the base itself. Well, considering these 2 are outside, it would be 4, but you guys can place your Hoth Troopers however you would like. And yeah, let's begin with the speeder first, as I think that would be the most interesting part. So let's go to that. Now, personally, I think that the snow speeder is a little bit off. I do think it needs a little bit of work, but I think so far with what I've done with the pieces that I had, which in reality you only have about 210 pieces plus the extras to work with, and not counting the minifigure parts, I think it came out pretty well. This speeder is supposed to be a 2-seater, so in order to fit 2 seats, you needed to replace the whole entire back part, and it includes a turret in the back, which personally was my favorite part of the build. It's a really nice model of a turret. You can place a minifigure up there, and you place a minifigure in the front. Now, you might cause a little bit of strain on these pieces over here if you want to attach it to the Hoth Trooper's hand, but I don't think it's a good idea, because that would snap this piece right here. As you guys can see, it's being held by this. And by the way, if you guys want to see instructions on these 2 parts, make sure to comment down below and make sure to leave a like on the video, and you know, I might be able to drop some instructions on it very soon, which again, this is my build 100%. I did not take it from anybody. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think certainly this is part of the weaker part of the build, but the other part is pretty good, and let's hop right into that. Let's zoom by. Guys, look how many clones there are in this base that was taking part in the crate battle in episode 8. Now, as we do have the base, we do have 2 turrets that are custom built as well. This one is very similar to the actual builds one, but it doesn't have a stud shooter on top, which is pretty good. I feel like this one is probably the stronger out of the 2 turrets. It's a little bit more stable than this one. This one was kind of like we had remaining parts, so I built it, and it kind of leans forward like this. You kind of like put it like that, somewhat like that. You just kind of have to play around with these in order for it to stand. But personally, I think the other turret's a little bit stronger, so that's why I put a minifigure there. This one doesn't need a minifigure to man it, at least. This one's just kind of a one that could shoot on its own, which is pretty cool. Now, as for the second turret, I did mention it is a lot more stable because the bottom part is how it's supposed to be, and most of these parts are from the actual build itself, but it does have a couple of differences at the top, just because, you know, it has to be alternative and it can't just be the same build, you know. And yeah, we have the 2 Hoth Troopers over here. As we get the base a little closer, I'll take all the minifigures out so you guys can see it afterwards, but it has these 2 little turrets at the top with these 2 little hanging things. So this entire thing right here is pretty cool. There's some stud shooter ammo in the back, which is pretty nice. We have a little control panel in the back as well, if you guys were interested in what's inside. So it's not only just an empty base. So yeah, and it has it fits quite a bit of figures in here. Most of the space in here is pretty blank. If you really wanted to take this control panel and put it outside, that could also work. But yeah, let's take out the minifigures to see how much space we have in there. Now, with all the minifigures out of the build, you guys can see that there's a lot of space in here to fit a bunch of minifigures. Sorry if it's a little bit dusty, but yeah, you can fit probably, I don't know, say about all the troopers that are inside the battle pack, so about 6 in there if you place them properly, and if you take this out with enough room. The only problems would be this top part over here in the corners that would cause a little bit of an issue. This area over here, sorry, I had to take off a little piece because you guys need to see the interior better. You guys didn't know this is pretty loose, it just stands on by that. But as you guys can tell, there's a lot of space in here. You could even put Trooper up here, which is pretty good, so you could have them facing different angles if you'd like as well. But yeah, let me place this back. So yeah, most of the bottom part though is a little bit unstable, I'm not gonna lie. Right here, there's a lot of stability issue in this certain area. So if you guys really have an extra, like a couple of extra pieces from another set or something, I suggest you reinforce it right here, because it's absolutely like it could snap. You could basically see it moving. It's only being held by this one piece right here, look. This one piece right here is the only piece holding this entire thing together, which is sad to think about, but with the limited pieces that you have, it's really hard to get like a stable base. You could probably even move the piece that was here up here, and it should have a little bit more stability, but you lose a little bit of room in terms of minifigures. But I think that's okay, considering it keeps the build a little bit more safe than before. And yeah, that's really all I could talk about the build. Now, there's probably a ton of other things you could probably do with this battle pack, but I think an extended version of this set could be a little bit more beneficial than having the same build over and over again. Or you could even use these parts for an entire mock. But with a couple of battle packs, such as 2, you guys could create something different. And that's kind of the point of this video, that you guys can create whatever you guys would like with these battle packs. And again, if you want to see more of this content, please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to leave a like and comment down below what you guys think. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The New Builder. Peace out. Bye. Keep building.